All right, welcome to day 2 of 30 of my 30-day meditation challenge. So, just to start out, I want to say it was a 6 out of 10, and there's a couple reasons. I didn't really get into the zone like I thought I would. So, it wasn't bad. I actually stayed meditating for 25 and a half minutes before I ever checked the clock or got like curious to do it, which I did check it. But I just didn't really feel like this deep meditative state today. Like I kind of did yesterday. So that's why 6 out of 10. And I don't know, there might be a couple reasons for it. It is first thing in the morning. Typically, I meditate after I go to the gym, and then I come back home when my thoughts are racing, and then I connect. So maybe that's what it is. Um, but I had some random revelations today. So the way that I've been doing meditating is just literally sitting up against a wall. I might not do that for a couple of days and try sitting like in the middle of a room, but like I don't know, the idea of doing that, like sitting straight up, I don't like doing that. So we're gonna find out. But yeah, there's no technique. I'm just sitting here, like, taking deep breaths. And I did some breath work today. So, like, I read this thing on Tony Robbins a long time ago where you take a deep breath for 2 seconds, you hold it for like 4, and then you exhale for 7, something like that. And it's just supposed to get you into like this, nourishing state where you're releasing the toxins from your body. And Tony Robbins swears by it. So I tried some stuff like that today. Overall, though, I feel a lot less anxious just in general. Like, I typically wake up with this wave of anxiety in the morning, and because I'm a life coach, I do self-coaching. So, like, I'll try to find the thoughts that are creating the anxiety and, like, write them down, and that's pretty healing in itself because usually thoughts that create anxiety in the morning, they aren't real, right? It's just like a bunch of random nonsense. So if you can write down your thoughts, it cuts the anxiety. But I found that meditation is doing a similar process with the anxiety, but instead of trying to logic my way through it and feel it that way, I am feeling the emotion. I'm just like, let it be here. It's okay. Allow the emotion to be here and it's going to pass. And I notice that as I'm doing that, my thoughts get less frequent with anxiety. So it's like, I think that there's a couple ways you can approach anxiety in the morning. You can either, you know, find the thoughts and change it through thought work, or you can just feel the emotion and then the thoughts will change as your emotional state kind of dies down. Kind of interesting. That's taking this work that I do all to the next level just this 2 days. So I'm pretty excited to see what 30 days is going to bring. And then I had some random revelations. So as I'm doing this meditation, if I have like an idea that's worth saving, I just have a piece of paper next to me and I write them down. So I wrote down, I'd say there's 2 big ones today. One of them was I wrote down a question. How is you quitting not worth $97? I have a $97 quitting vaping course. It's amazing. And I've been really struggling on trying to find a good way to sell it to people because it's like, it's going to help you quit vaping forever. And it doesn't just help you do that. It teaches you the work that's going to let you build the foundation of the rest of your life. So I've just been trying to find ways to sell that. And I think it's interesting when random thoughts pop up, especially during meditation, I write them down. And then the other thing I wrote was I had this really compelling idea. Like, I was talking to this guy. I think I talked about him the other day. He broke up with me on Monday, stopped talking. And I think that one of the biggest things in his life that was going on recently is he's buying this car. So we went to a car dealership, to a Kia dealership, and he looked at a Kia Telluride, and it's like a big SUV. And the price on it was like $54,000. And then he ended up going with a Ford, the big one, Explorer. He got a Ford Explorer, and it was like 44 or something like that. And that number popped in my head. I'm like, it's just weird to me because over the last 2 years, I wrote down the numbers, like more than $30,000 I spent on getting life coaching and coaching certifications and self-help tools. And it's just weird to me to see that that could have been a car or a house down payment. And I don't know, I just feel really grounded about the way I spent that money. And I think that for me to even consider putting that into a car, I would have been so much less of a human being I am now. So it's like, wow. So I just kind of had that revelation, like, no, I'm not where I want to be financially in my life right now. I'm 28 years old. I like being really vulnerable with you guys. So far in my business this year, I've collected $25,000 in coaching, and then like another 500 to 1,000 in miscellaneous things like the vaping course and random like one-off sessions I've done and things like that, people. So I just look at that number and I think it's really easy for myself to judge. And it's like, wait a minute, like I created that money. I'm not working for someone else at a job I hate. Like the guy I was talking to was like, his big thing is how much he hated his job, which unattractive. And I'm also not spending it on shit that's just garbage. I am kind of, sometimes I still splooge, but I just think it was really interesting. So that's my day 2. It's a 6 out of 10, I think, overall. I'm really feeling grounded though. You guys, I'm telling you, within 2 days of doing this, and actually, it's not just doing the meditation, it's committing to doing this for 30 days. The mindset shift I've had has just been really nice. I feel very grounded. I feel very good about what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I'm not drinking for the whole month, so that's interesting. And I set up a date for myself on Saturday. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm going to kind of document the difference in my life, how it goes with meditation involved and compared to without. So hopefully that helped. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for being here. And yeah, have a wonderful day.